Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Rachel Matthew and I'm the founder of All Things Women, an online platform geared to educate women on sexual and reproductive health. This video is important because we're going to discuss the topic on HIV. I have with me Nurse Moore and I'm going to allow her to introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Theola Moore and I'm a specialist nurse in the field of HIV, especially in the areas of PMTCT, which is prevention of mother-to-child transmission. So we are here this evening to talk about all that you want to know regarding the transmission of HIV in mothers who are HIV positive and who wish to become pregnant, and couples who have HIV and are desirous of starting a family.
So even before we start to go into the topic of HIV positive persons who are in a relationship or HIV negative person who might be in a relationship with an HIV positive person, I just wanted to shed some light on some statistics. Now, globally, we know that there is approximately 7 billion people that live on this earth. And in the Caribbean, there's an estimated 44 million people. And of that 44 million people, the countries with the largest populations involve Haiti, Cuba, there is Jamaica, right? And of the Caribbean population, there is approximately 33,000 people living with HIV. And we're in the island of Jamaica, and it's very important that we know what it is that we do in the case if we were to come into contact with someone who's HIV and we were to fall in love with such a person. What are the appropriate steps that we take in terms of procreation, in terms of sex, the pregnancy process and all of that, and that's the purpose of this video. So let us start with the initial phase of the relationship, where it is that you meet someone and you like that person, and it is that you are HIV positive and you want to start a relationship with someone. What type of advice would you give a young person or a woman or a man who's HIV positive and they come to you and say, Nurse Moore, there is this young lady, there is this young man, and I would like to have a relationship with them. When should I start? Sorry, when should I disclose, or if I should disclose myself to them right now?
Okay, that's a very good question. Now, you know that we have two sets of couples when it comes to HIV infection.
Yes.
We have those who are sero discordant and we have those who are sero concordant.
Yes.
So those who are sero discordant means that either partner, either the mother is positive and the father is negative, or the father is negative and the mother is positive. Also, if we are seroconcordant, it means that both mother and father are positive, right? So we have these two groups that we are going to discuss this in this session, right? So what happens is that if the partners are serodiscordant, it means that there are going to be issues regarding disclosure, because you know that if one partner, if the mother is positive and the father is not, that at some point if she wants to start a relationship with someone, it means that she will have to disclose her status.
Yes.
And many times the disclosure can be a very traumatic experience, because you know that HIV comes with a stigma and discrimination issues, and you know that it comes with self-acceptance issues, with fear of rejection, fear of being humiliated, fear of being ostracized. So we have to look at all those things before we talk about disclosure. So so if you have a partner or you see someone who you love you want to have a relationship with them, and you as a woman is positive, then what you would like you to do now is to, if you wish to start a relationship with this person, it's best for you now to, go on a familiarization tour.
Okay.
What I mean? Yes, so you get out and you talk and you discuss and you communicate. You get a chance to know each other.
Yes.
And then, from there on, you will know what kind of person you're with, who that person is. Because sometimes you may never know, when or where to disclose,
Yes.
or how to disclose. But if you know the individual in a very, very well,
Yes.
yeah, and you understand the person to an extent, then you know exactly, within yourself, you'll be able to tell this person, I'm HIV positive, what do you think about it? And then you can take the conversation from there.
Okay. But what do you say to the persons who say that they rather that the person's disclosure be done upfront and early in the dating process than later on when there are more feelings involved, because to them it feels like an act of betrayal or deception? What will you say to those type of persons who have that comment?
Well, if you want to tell the person in the early stages, you have to gear yourselves for anything that can play out. Because you don't know that the person will accept you or the person will reject you. So you have to avoid the pain, I would say call it pain, of being rejected. It is tread lightly. Tread lightly. So, even though you might want to disclose, but you have to tread lightly, because you never know what the outcome is going to be.
Yes.
You understand? So I would suggest that you just take your time. Don't rush into anything, because when it comes to these disclosure issues, you don't want anybody else to know. So, but it doesn't work out. What are you going to do? And then it's a confidential situation, and this is now being exposed.
Yes.
How would you, how are you going to deal with the damage control, and so to speak, when everything has gone out? So, it is best for you to tread lightly and take your time before you actually disclose.
Exactly. And another thing I just thought about, in disclosing your status to such a person, or person who you see a future with, or someone who you're interested in and want to continue dating, maybe it's best a mediator in such an instance.
Precisely.
Right? Tell the person, there's something I would like to tell you, but I think we should go to a reverend, or go to this counselor, or go to this elder who might know your status already and you feel comfortable with, and that be disclosed. What do you think about
it's
that?
best if you find someone who you can trust, and who you can be open and honest with, so that that kind of mediator with somebody who you look up to, you have a lot of respect for,
and who be unbiased,
and who be unbiased, exactly, and not discriminatory.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes. Just to make some corrections of what I said, to what I said earlier, as it relates to the number of persons in the Caribbean that are living with HIV. The statistics that I have are from 2019, and I had said, I think by mistake I said 33,000 people in the Caribbean live with HIV. It's actually 330,000 people in the Caribbean, based on statistics from 2019. I haven't seen any more recent ones living in the Caribbean. And as it relates to the
local transmission, we have 32,000 plus who are in Jamaica who are actually living with HIV. Okay,
then, so there's 2,000 persons. And a population of 3 million. 3 million.
We have 27 plus thousand who know their diagnosis, and then you have some who do not, who have it and not aware that they are positive. You have those that cohort.
So,
right?
How do you come up with statistics?
So we have here 27,000 who are diagnosed, have been actually tested, and then you have 5,000 who are unaware of their status. Approximately 5,000 who are unaware of their status. So they actually are positive, but they are walking around. They are not tested, but they do not know that they are HIV positive.
So how if they're unaware of their status, how do we get that statistic that's
Because what
5,000?
happens is that
Yes.
sometimes how the data is gathered,
Mhm.
you do contact tracing. So if one person is positive,
Mhm.
the likelihood that they could be they have 5 or 6 partners. The likelihood is that 5 or 6 partners could be positive.
Oh, so it's based on a probability
It's
aspect.
basically a probability, right?
Oh, so it's not confirmed that they're
because
HIV positive?
you have to be tested to be confirmed
Okay,
to know you have
so-
a diagnosis.
So the 5,000 is 5,000 who probably.
Will have it and they're unaware of their status.
Okay then. All right.
Right.
And that is through contact and tracing, you said.
To
Okay.
contact tracing and that's on that level of surveillance situation.
All right then, fully understood now. All right, so that answers the question of the beginning of the dating process and then some statistics that we know of.
Right.
Yes, you were going to say something?
No, I was just thinking about the whole aspect of disclosure again, because it's a very important aspect of our relationship.
Yes.
Because relationships are based on honesty
Yes,
and
and
openness and communication. So we don't want persons to know that they actually have a virus, and where their lives could be even better off if they were actually disclose to someone. Because many times, because of lack of disclosure, many times when anything happens along the way, God forbid, you know that you might have to end up in the hospital, or you need someone to take care of you, or look after your children for you for some reason.
Yes.
You're not able to do it. Because of the fact that you have not disclosed, the support that you actually would have had is not there.